I'm going to go ahead and record. Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight on this Monday here in the middle of April after an amazing promo we just had. Isn't that incredible? Crazy thing is, the month isn't over. We have so much more we can still do to hit our goals by the end of the month. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Shellie Davidson. I am out of Ontario, Canada. I'm a Platinum 2 Elite 3 with Modere up here in Canada. And, you know, when Thomas and I, my husband and I, decided to make a decision to come over to Modere, I mean, it's been just a blessing in our lives, and I'm sure you guys all feel the same. Um, we're here doing this mentorship program for all of you guys, all of the Elite Threes. They're putting this together for you. We're here to teach you all the skills, and we're here to teach you guys like what you can do to grow your business forward, to be where you want to be, right? But really, it's up to you what you do with those skills. We can talk and we can do all the trainings and everything else, but it's up to you guys to apply the skills. And that's one thing I learned very, very early on, is to be very, very coachable, but to be also doing what those people that were having success are doing, not just, listening and hoping that it was going to happen to me, because we can just be in Modere, but being in Modere doesn't create success. What creates success is the activity that we do every single day to drive our business forward. So our objective in network marketing direct sales is there's three things. There's three things that are going to grow your business forward. Those are getting sales, building a team, and then duplication over and over and over again. It took a while for us to figure that out. My husband and I, it took us a while to figure out that the focus can't be on us and our success. The focus needs to be on the success of the people inside of our organization. Their success is what makes us successful. Creating success stories inside of our team is what makes us successful. So we had to, simply just keep driving down into learning servant-driven leadership, realizing that that newest person has as much opportunity as every single person to have success, but it's up to us as leaders to equip them with the right tools to be able to move their business forward. So creating duplication, it took us a while, like I said, to realize that we can't be the sole surfers. Everybody's got to be riding the wave together. Everybody's got to be doing it together, right? We have to be driving volume. We have to be driving whatever it is our core rank is to be building our business and moving our business forward. So we had, when we came over to Modere, I think one of the things that we loved the most was the system's there. We all can copy the system. It's a simple system. I think the biggest obstacle is a lot of people, because it's so simple, they try to make it harder than it is. They overthink it. So I told you guys how, it's sometimes hard for me to get onto these trainings and stuff like that. I can train inside of my own team like there's no tomorrow. It doesn't make me nervous. But when I get on teams with trainings with people that I don't know, I overthink it. And so when I was writing my notes here today, that's what I did. I overthinked it all day long, thanked it, whatever it is. I was overthinking it. My husband came in the door and he's like, "What are you overthinking? Like, just teach these guys the meat and potatoes about what it is to have success. Driving core rank and driving volume. If you can master that, you're going to have success inside of your team. But it all starts with you." So one of the things I want to tell you guys is, like, with our driving the volume, I told you getting customers, getting marketers, and then duplication, right? So you've got to create volume for yourself, whether it be going out and getting new marketers, recruiting, or whether it be getting new customers and driving those pods. But the key is duplicating that over and over and over again. So what happens over time is we kind of get stuck, right? We're like, I don't have anybody else to talk to anymore. I don't know who's going to listen to me anymore. I've been promoting this for us 4.5 years. So we know that newest person is an opportunity to get into a new network to show new people what Modere is all about, right? So it's really important to get the duplication of having that success inside with them as quickly as possible. You can go all the way to elite by mastering and not just understanding that our core rank is team leader, silver team leader. That's our core rank. Okay. And we have something in our team that we've tried to create a culture with. And if you can create this culture inside of your team, you'll start to realize that your team's going to move very, very quickly. We have a culture inside of our team. We want to have that culture created, and culture can be more than just like high fives and hugs and kisses. It can be about activity. So our culture is get that newest person to core rank as fast as possible. We have 30 days to do it, but do it in 30 days or less. Don't do it in 32 days because of back dates. Do it in 32 days or 30 days or less, right? So we've created that culture inside of our team. And what we do is we drive that every single day inside of our team with the newest person, always, always digging down to that newest person, because that's where there's a new network. That's where you're going to be able to reach a whole new sea of people that you wouldn't have been able to reach otherwise. And the fire always burns up, right? Servant driven leadership, pull that person up with you, because when they go up, everybody goes up. So, okay, you're going to probably say, yeah, that's great. I know, but I signed up a marketer, and that marketer, I can't even get them on a welcome call, and they won't even download the Shout app or text message out that text to get the text messages every day. What I tell my team all the time is work with the willing and the unwilling, find out what they're willing to do. Okay? Meet those people at their level. Okay? You're going to have a ton of them that come through. Don't lose hope in them. I was probably one of those people, and I'm glad somebody didn't lose hope in me, because when you come into this, a lot of times you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Did everybody come into this with like, woohoo, I'm going to go to the top, I know what I'm doing? Most people come into this with, oh my God, I got to reach out to people and I don't know how to do this. And people overthink it, right? Just like I said, they overthink it. So meet those people at their level, bring them to your intensity. It's going to take time to bring them to your intensity sometimes. Maybe it'll happen quickly, but bring them to your intensity. Move people forward. However you can move them forward, move those people forward. But you're going to have a handful of people that come in and they're going to go, all right, I want to go to silver team leader in 30 days or less, right? So don't be frustrated that many won't. Remember the 80-20 rule. If you can find 3 people inside of your entire organization, you're going to have enough people that you can drive that core rank over and over and over again. So what do we do inside of our team? We have as soon as somebody gets started, we have an onboarding with them. We have a welcome Zoom. We call it a welcome Zoom. We get to know them. We ask them their why. We figure out their goals, and you're going to find out through those goals and talking about all those goals, you're going to figure out where they're at mentally, right? When you find out their goals and what they hope to achieve, you're going to realize that maybe your expectations of them is different than what their expectations are of the business, right? So in doing that, you can create goals that are attainable, but also you can figure out for yourself as a leader, where am I going to meet these people? How am I going to move them forward so that they can have that same intensity, eventually have that same intensity, right? We got lots of people hopping on now. Okay, the nerves are going. All right, this should be, Veronica's laughing at me. So this should be fun. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. When people get started, the belief level isn't there, right? It isn't there for them necessarily. Not everybody's going to come in. 80-20 rule. For those that are just hopping on, we were just talking about the building belief in the intensity of, what I was talking about was the intensity to bring people to your intensity over time, because not everybody's going to be as intense about this business as you when they first get started. Okay. So you're going to have all these people come in, you're going to set the goals, you're going to do the why. And then you're going to figure out, how are we going to get them to rank, right? And this is the thing where a lot of times people overthink it. This is where you have that new marketer that comes in and they're not willing to take that action because they're scared, right? They're feared, they're afraid of rejection. They're not quite sure what to say. People need direction. So you can have that welcome call with that brand new person. You can set the goals. You can create all kinds of like fun excitement for them and a vision for them. but you have to give them activity to move their business forward. So what you want to do is you want to start to teach them how to run their business week to week. Now, one of the things I want to say about the life system, we have an amazing system. We have such a simple system, but this is where the system falls apart. This is where the confusion starts. Walk each person through that life system. A lot of times what we tend to do is we tend to point people to a tool, and then we just hope that they're going to do the activities, right? You as a leader, you've got to put yourself in their position. Remember that time when you were brand new and you were sending out those text blasts, or you were asking people to take a look at stuff, and you were creating your list and inviting people? Remember how scared you might have been, or how you were afraid of rejection? A lot of times what we do is we tend to go for the low-hanging fruit, which is fine. Build up your confidence with that first. But you're going to have to stay accountable to that brand new person. Help them with their invite. The easiest way to get people to do the activities involved in the life system is to do it for them, with them, and on their own for the first 5 to 10 invites. That's when they're going to realize that when somebody comes back to them and says, no, I'm not interested, it's okay. If I was to say, hey, Deanna, here's your script, send this out to so many people, I'm here if you need me, I'm going to walk you through the next thing to say, tell me what the responses are, and you're walking through that with them, and she gets a no, she's going to come back to you and she's going to say, hey, Shell, I got a no. Oh my God, I suck at this. I'm so frustrated. And you're going to be able to say, hey, you know what? We've all been there, done that. You have to be there walking with them through that entire process, because that's where people will quit. That's where you'll find the first 5 to 10 exposures, the first 5 to 10 invites, is when people get, oh, this isn't the way I expected it to be. And then they fall apart and they quit, right? So you want to be walking through with those people, teaching them those income generating activities every single day. Walk with them all month long. And I'm going to give you guys something that was said to me about, I don't know, I'm going to say 10 years ago. And I'm going to give you guys an acronym that I use all the time. My team that's hopped on here. I can see some of you. This is an acronym you guys have heard before. I'm absolutely sure of it, but my acronym is PPFPP. Those are my income generating activities. Those are the things that are going to grow my business. Okay. So the first thing, prospecting. The hungriest will always win. I'm going to say that. You don't have to be good at prospecting. You just have to do it. You just have to do more of it. Okay. It took a while for me to realize that it was a numbers game. The more people that I could talk to, the more people that I could put through my funnel, the less I got hung up on the no's, the less I got hung up on the people that weren't responding back, and the less I got hung up on that, or got, that feeling of failure, or that feeling like I'm not getting anywhere. Because if you have a full funnel that's overflowing, you're just going to keep on moving to the next person. So I have a tip here, is that you make your list like you do, but every time you scratch someone off a list, you're putting a new name on that list. Don't ever stop building your list. Okay, your list is your inventory. We don't know inventory product, thankfully. Modere does all that for us. We have to inventory people. So keep your list going constantly, and then detach yourself from the outcome. That's something that I had to do too. Don't take it personally, guys. If somebody's not interested in what you have, I had this conversation with a girl on my team the other day. If someone's not interested in what we have, then they're probably not the right people anyway, right? So your objective is to just keep filling that funnel until you find people that want what you have. So get focused on the activity instead of the outcome, okay? The next thing is presenting. Okay, we all have to present. Our presenting can be a lot of things. It can be adding them to our, real results room. It can be pointing them to a tool from the Life app. It could be an opportunity Zoom. It could be one of your uplines parties. You guys probably all have weekly parties. Whatever that tool and presentation is, you got to be doing it all the time, every single day. And guys, like I said to you, we create three ways to make money: getting customers, getting marketers and duplication, you got to be doing this stuff yourself. You can't just be telling everybody else to do it. You got to be doing it yourself. And then you've got to be teaching it, right? So presenting, learn to redirect. Okay, we oftentimes what we do is we, want to be the tool, and you hear this all the time. We want to be the tool. Don't be the tool. Okay, you guys aren't the tool. Point people to the tool. Okay, nobody wants to be sold to. They want to be led. Okay, so if somebody is interested in what you have, you need to lead them to the information to answer the questions or the objections or the concerns that they have. Okay, so maybe that is pointing them to a video about the comp plan. Maybe that's getting them in a three-way conversation. Your team will do what you do, so be intelligently intelligent and make it duplicatable. Okay, when we overcomplicate things, our team can't do that. If we want to know all, like, I got to tell you a story about my husband. Love him to death, but he doesn't do the prospecting. And so when he was asked, somebody had asked him some information about Modere early on, he came out of the gym and he said, oh, somebody asked, he was all excited. He's like, oh, somebody asked me about Modere. And he said he gave this long blurb in his text message about the whole history of Modere, all the ingredients, everything that we have to offer, why the compensation plan rocks. And I went, whoa, dude, that's so much information all in one. Point them to what they need to know at that time. The follow-up process is what I'm going to talk about next. The follow-up, so PPF, follow-up, is where you have the opportunity to overcome and find out what else they need to know to make that decision, okay? It's just good customer service. Follow-up is just good customer service. A lot of times people are so afraid of the follow-up. And then they follow up once and nobody, does anybody ever get that? You go crickets, like you can't, you follow up with somebody and all of a sudden they're gone. I always just think to myself, you know what? How many times have I opened up my cell phone, looked at a text message or looked at my messenger, been busy, put my phone down, and then forgot to go back to that. So I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, or at least that's how I mentally make it okay for me to follow up again. Okay. And I go back to them over and over and over again because we have to find out what's stopping them from getting started. I have literally asked people that. What is stopping you from getting started? Because I want to lead you to the information that you need so that you can make a decision one way or another. When I say it's good customer service, I kind of look at it as if the waitress came to my table and it gave me water, but never came back to actually see what I wanted to eat. That would be horrible customer service. So follow-up is good customer service. Okay. All right. Next P is personal development all the time. Okay. We were told very, very early on, you need to be reading books. You need to be learning constantly. Be coachable. You can never stop learning ever. Okay. You can always grow. You can always be better. So personal development is really important. And here's the thing, if results are down, the learning must go up, okay? If you're not seeing what you want to see and you're not seeing the outcome that you want to see, you have to realize that you have to master the skills to become an expert at whatever it is to move your business forward. You need to learn to be an expert. Reading books, that's something that if you have a fear of talking to people or confidence or prospecting in sales or presenting, you have all, you can identify what you're not good at. I'm sure everybody here can, because I know I have, marketers inside the team that'll come to me and they'll be like, Shellie, I just don't think I could ever be a leader like that. Then read books on leadership. Get good at it. Get good at prospecting. If you don't know how to prospect, learn how to be a good prospector. Learn how to be a good presenter. I told you guys when I started here that this is not my comfort zone. Doing this type of thing is not my comfort zone. I can talk on a coaching call all day long with my team, but doing a presentation like this isn't my comfort zone. But I know that if I don't practice and I don't keep trying, I won't get better. So it's my mission to become an expert. Okay, so make it your mission to be an expert and then do the freaking work. It's going to take work. Commit. Do the work and learn how to do it, because it's not going to just happen. It's going to take commitment, and it's going to take work to become an expert in anything, in any field. I was a purchasing manager for 15 years. I had to go to school. I had to take night courses. I had to go and get my designation. It took time for me to learn and become an expert, right? So realize that it's going to take time, but it's also going to take a commitment to be an expert, okay? Okay, the last P is promoting. Promotion is the one thing that will move your business forward no matter what. Become a master promoter. That promotion can be recognition inside of your team, promoting people, recognition, promoting all the incentives that we have inside. Like, are you guys driving Modere movers inside of your team every single month? Are you recognizing the Modere movers inside of your team every month? Are you driving this call inside of your team every single week? Are you on the Elites for the Rise? We have to be promoting constantly, okay? Promotion is so important. 80% of your success will be showing up and then duplicating, right? Like I talked about the duplication. If you're not showing up, your team's not showing up. I can tell you that right now, okay? So we have the tools, we have the systems. Promote them to your team. Remember that brand new person that I told you about that you need to grab a hold of? You need to promote the system to them. Build the belief in the system with them. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to talk about is just running your business week to week, guys. And that's super important. We have this thing, like we all get excited at the end of the month, and how many people love the ranks that hit pop 2 days after the back dates, 2 days and back dates, like the 32nd of the month. Run your business with urgency week to week. If you can duplicate that, and you can teach your team that you go to your job every week, right? When you go to your job every week, you know what you got to do Monday to finish your week off so that you can go home on Saturday and enjoy your weekend. You have to have that same type of attitude inside of this business. Running your business week to week, creating goals for yourself every week, and then going and creating, not just creating goals, but setting out a plan and time in your day to make sure that those things get done. Somebody said to me once, Shellie, when you lay your head down at night, ask yourself, if your team was duplicating what you did today, would you be proud of your team? Ask yourself that as a leader, because if your answer is no, I know for myself, I have lied my head on a pillow many nights and thought I gotta stay up an extra half an hour on my phone, just getting the work done that needs to be done, because I can't tell people to do what I'm not doing myself. So anyway, guys, I hope that I kind of got all these. There was only 4 people, and then all of a sudden there was all these 68 people, and I got a little kerfluffled there, but I appreciate you guys getting on. I hope this gave you some value. Guys, become a core rank factory and just keep people moving forward to that core rank. And for those that aren't interested in going to the core rank, find out what they're willing to do and meet them where they're at. Build belief in them until they're willing to do it on their own. Okay, I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Let's crush this month end. I know it's going to be awesome. And thank you for listening. We're going to sign off. Bye for now.